Bro, okay.
JJTP, a lawyer, not your lawyer here, and thank you for the tag on someone else's video. This is about self-defense, so let's talk about it. As many of you know, I'm actually a lawyer in New York, so let's talk about the law here, which is found in New York Penal Law 35.15. In general, in New York, a person is justified in using force against another if they reasonably believe that they are in imminent threat of being harmed, or someone else is in imminent threat of being harmed, and that force is necessary to prevent that harm. There are more nuances and exceptions, like agreement to mutual combat, and also if you provoke somebody, but that's a general rule. I should also note, that's only the rule for physical force. When it comes to deadly force, there's actually a higher standard. To justify deadly force, you need to reasonably believe that you or someone else is an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury. In addition, in New York, there's actually also a duty to retreat. Many states don't have that duty, but New York does impose it in some part. Of course, there are exceptions to this duty as well, most notably the Castle Doctrine, which says that you do not need to retreat if you're in your own home. In addition to the Castle Doctrine, many states also have a stand your ground law, which applies the Castle Doctrine to anywhere you are, much like in Florida in the Trayvon Martin case. I'll post a map here so you can get an idea of what the laws look like in different states. Pause to read. It should also be noted that in New York, you may use physical force to stop someone from stealing something or damaging property, but you may not use deadly force. That being said, this case did not happen in New York, so let's talk more generally. The first thing that a court is going to examine is whether or not the threat was imminent. In this case, what we see in the video and what the clerk stated was that the potential burglars, allegedly, had their hand in the bag, and he thought that it may be a weapon. The second thing a court is going to look at is whether or not the person had a reasonable fear that they would lose their life or suffer serious bodily injury. In this case, I think both of those standards are met. The potential alleged robber walked into the store with a mask on, with their hand in a bag, committing a robbery, and then jumped over the counter. The store clerk had no duty to wait to be attacked. You don't have to wait to put your life in danger to use self-defense. The only other question is about proportionality. How much force did the store clerk use versus how much was necessary? This is the only thing that may be questionable, considering that he stabbed him 7 times. However, there's a concept in the law that suggests if the first stab was justified, every subsequent stab is justified until the threat stops. In this case, in my legal opinion, his actions were justified. As a disclaimer, you should always consult with your own attorney to learn about the laws in your area before taking any action. It should also be noted that the alleged potential robber did actually survive. That being said, if you want to learn more about self-defense laws, I did a longer video about this on YouTube some time ago. I'll post it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Based on this explanation of the law, do you think it was self-defense or a crime? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for the tag. Like, share, and follow, and tag me on more stuff so you can hear more explanations like